The world is going absolutely crazy right now.
Okay.
And this is a reminder that you obey and stick to whatever the Muslim leaders do. Listen to what the ruler says and to follow the actions that the ruler tells you to follow as long as they do not go against Islam. So this is a reminder that in times of war, you should stick to what the Muslim ruler is saying and follow his commands as long as they do not go against Islam.
Wait, hold up. Let's see what Sunni leaders are doing in this time of craziness, right? And then let's see whether we should be following them or not, right? Let's start off with looking at who? Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is watching Palestine being attacked, and they're not helping them at all. In fact, Saudi is intercepting missiles aimed for Israel, showing you exactly which side that they're on, and Saudi has also opened its airspace for Israel. Then you have the United Arab Emirates, the UAE. They have normalized relations with Israel since 2020 via the Abraham Accords, and they have a limited humanitarian aid towards Gaza while maintaining trade ties with Israel. Then you have Bahrain, who have also signed the Abraham Accords, and they host Israeli embassies and delegations. Then you have Qatar, who hosts US military bases and holds relations with Israel. Then you have Kuwait, who have had no action at all to help Palestine. Then you have Egypt. Egypt has signed a peace treaty with Israel since 1979. And then on top of that, they hold blockades to Gaza via the Rafah crossing. For what? For humanitarian aid to go in. And they coordinate with the Israelis on the Sinai crossing. Then you have Morocco. They have normalized relations with Israel since 2020. They've even signed a military and intelligence agreement with them. And you have Turkey, even though they have verbal support for Palestine, but their trade volume with Israel is at an all-time high. Okay? And the Israeli embassy has just reopened in Ankara. Then you have Jordan. They've been at peace with Israel since 1994, and they host Israeli ambassadors, and instead of helping Palestine, they're intercepting missiles that are aiming towards Israel. For that, they've opened their airspace for Israel. Then you've got Sudan. They've signed a normalization deal with Israel. Then you've got Albania, diplomatic ties with Israel, and they've publicly condemned the Hamas attacks, but they have not condemned Israel's attacks. Hypocrisy. So what do you want us to do? You want us to listen and follow these Sunni leaders who are ignoring the genocide in Palestine? Bukhari 2444 says that the Prophet ﷺ said, prevent the oppressor from oppressing others. So what are all these Sunni countries doing? They're not preventing the oppressor from oppressing the others. Tawf al-Aqul, page 244 and 247, Imam Hussein ﷺ said, the one who joins a tyrant in oppressing is a wrongdoer. And being silent in the face of oppression means you are just as bad as the oppressor. Now let's see what the Shias are doing. We've got Iran, the most vocal and active against Israel all over the world right now. They support Palestinian resistance factions, no diplomatic ties with Israel, provides military, financial and intelligence support to Palestinian resistance. Then you have Iraq, no diplomatic ties with Israel. Iraqi Shia militias have declared solidarity with Palestine, and the government has even condemned Israel's actions in Palestine. Then you have Lebanon, Israel's main enemy, fights alongside Palestinian factions, no relations with Israel, and fought many wars with them, and they support armed resistance in Palestine. Then you've got Yemen, Shia, fighting who? Towards the Red Sea and against Israel, and they have no ties with Israel. So there are no known Shia-led governments helping Israel directly or indirectly, right? Now this is the last thing I'm going to say before I end the video, right? If all Muslims united in support of Palestine, 100% I guarantee you, Israel wouldn't even be able to look at Palestine, let alone commit a genocide.